Hey everyone, it's Candace. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are trying the Rev Air for the very first time. If you're like me, you've been watching videos for the past couple years. That's how long it took to convince me. And everyone's saying it's great, it works, it's an investment, and so I finally decided to hop on a sale and grab the new Rev Air. So we'll do talking on the back end. I just really want to hop into it and show you all what it looks like and show you all how it works. So it's not very big, as you can see, kind of synonymous to my head, but it does have some weight to it. It comes in 3 parts: the engine, the hose, and the wand that your hair actually goes into. And they connect pretty quickly. You just kind of snap them on and you are done. There are 3 different buttons, I guess you can say. And so on the wand itself, you can decide to have high air, low air, or no air at all if you stay in the middle. They recommend that you use number 2, which is high air. When you turn the Rev Air on, there are levels 0 to 7. That's what it sounds like. They recommend that you start at level 3, and then from there you can increase or decrease the tension. And then you want to make sure that you are using small sections to go into your hair and that you don't have a lot of product. So my hair is completely washed and conditioned. Everything is rinsed out. I was very adamant about making sure that I rinsed everything out. And so I have not applied any leave-ins. I'm just going to use this Amica Hydro Rush leave-in that I have. And so I'm going to, my hair sectioned into 4 pieces. We're going to take this back section and we're going to moisturize, not saturate it. As you can see, there's no water dripping around my hairline or my hair. My hair is pretty much just kind of, it's really just damp at this point. It is not soaking wet. Okay, and so we're going to take just this smaller section down here, clip up the top section, comb this through, just make sure it's fully detangled, and then we're going to try it. I'm going to set my stopwatch so we can see how long this takes just on a first go. This went up to 4. I can tell that there's heat, but it's not so much heat that I can't have it up against my scalp. Still a little damp. To turn it off, you just switch it off. Looks good to me. That was 1 minute and 8 seconds. It did say that if you have coily, kinky hair like mine, it should take 60 to 90 seconds to dry one section of hair, and it appears that that's the case. So the other thing is, when I saw people's hair, I was like, sometimes it seems like it might be a little stiff, or maybe it doesn't seem like there's a lot of movement, but it actually doesn't feel stiff at all. It actually feels soft. I think I could probably increase the tension just a little bit, I think I'm going to keep it at 4 today because I'm not about to press it out or anything. So there's no need for me to get it super smooth. I really just want to stretch my hair for mini twists. 5 minutes, y'all. Basically 6 because it's on the high end. It's almost, I did 6 sections in this quadrant. So that averaged basically a minute per section. I just dried, like 100% dried a quadrant of my hair in less than 6 minutes. This is my hair natural, and this is my hair on Rev Air. Is it Rev Air or Rev Air? Part of me wants to be like Rev Air, but I know it's Rev Air. But y'all, go out here and buy this, please. There are payment plans. You do not have to drop 300 or 400 beans at one time. You can pay like in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Do it for you. Okay, so my camera's about to die any moment. Wouldn't be me if something wasn't dying. But this is it. This is the finished product, y'all. Okay, so this is the finished product. I mainly just use Ultra Sheen and Let's Jam to create these twists. I have a TikTok on it, which I will link to the bottom. Definitely follow me on TikTok. And so, yeah, my hair, I've been getting a lot of compliments on just how soft and shiny and healthy my hair looks. So the first thing I love about Rev Air, the dry time. I think that's something that everyone says, and it is bar none the most important thing I think about this product is the dry time. Again, that was 6 minutes in this front quadrant. The back quadrant was a little smaller, which I do get is like anti the idea of a quadrant, but whatever. The back quarter was really only 4 sections. I did not time that, but that would be about 4 minutes. So 6 and 4, that's 10 minutes. So again, I'm literally drying my hair at this length, as thick and dense and kinky as my hair is, in basically probably 20 minutes. All of my hair 100% dry. That's like a little insane, right? That's not anything I ever thought was possible. Again, it always takes me somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes to dry my hair with a blow dryer with my Tymo, which I have a video on that as well. So the dry time in itself, number 1, bar none, the best thing. Number 2, what I really like is the technology, and I think that people maybe have or haven't mentioned this in their reviews, but I think it's really important to understand the difference. And for me, I didn't truly, I guess, kind of understand what the difference was until I tried the Rev Air. This is not a blow dryer, right? It is a Rev Air. It's using reverse action. It's almost essentially a suction is maybe the best way that you can think about it. Almost like a vacuum for your hair. Instead of blowing the hair dry, it is actually taking the excess water out to dry your hair. Also, if you are like me and you're just like a naturally hot natured person, a lot of times it's just like uncomfortable for me when I blow dry my hair. Like a lot of times I'm doing it in the bathroom, but I've been trying to like play around with blow drying my hair in more open spaces just because I get hot really easily. Sometimes I'll have a fan on just because, like, you know, your bathrooms get hot. Like, it can be an uncomfortable experience. You can start sweating and then it's like, well, we don't need to sweat because we're trying to blow the hair out. It can be a lot. With the Rev Air, even though you can feel some warmth, it is not blowing hot air at you. It is actually extracting the water from the hair. So what that actually does is it creates a situation where you're not overheating. I never felt hot the entire time. There was not air blowing on me. I didn't feel like I needed space or a fan. Like I didn't physically feel hot. I was not in a situation where it's like, oh, make sure you don't put the blow dryer too close to your scalp. It's going to, you know, like burn you. Like none of that is even a factor here. It just created a more comfortable drying experience. For a lot of us who experience large amounts of shrinkage, and sometimes you want to style your hair in a way that shows more of the length of your hair, it's really important to have good tension. And so what I love about this is that every time you use it, you know that you're going to get that stretch in your hair. So what I also like about it is that it requires zero skill. So many times when you're trying to blow out your hair, you know, hairstylists are always telling you the blowout is the most important thing, and etc., etc. And so like I've always been sitting here watching a bunch of YouTube videos, trying to get the right technique, trying to figure out how do I do this on the back of my hair, and reaching around to places where I can't totally see. And the Rev Air doesn't require any skill. You don't have to sit here and try to figure out what's the proper amount of tension, what tool, do I have the right brush, do I need a round brush, do I need a comb, like what's happening. You literally just like pop your hair in. You just kind of like dip the end of your hair into the wand until you just feel it catch a little bit, and then it just does the rest for you. It's like very simple. Anybody can do this. The wand is not heavy, so I didn't feel like my arm was getting tired as I was like going around. And again, like you could have your arm up here, but also you could just have your arm down here. There's a lot of flexibility in how you want to hold it and what is most comfortable to you. What do I not love about Rev Air? Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. This is an honest review as always. One of the things that was a little strange for me was how my hair felt after I revved it, for lack of a better word. So my hair, as you could see, like it had some movement. It looked pretty healthy. However, when I felt my hair, it felt a little bit more on the dry side than I would have liked. Now, someone with a little more experience, if you want to hop in the comments and give some feedback, that might be helpful. Maybe that is more a sign of just the overall hydration that my hair needs in terms of its hair health. Maybe it's not the Rev Air in particular. I'm not entirely sure. Once I actually styled my hair, it's fine. I'm just talking about, you know, straight off the bat, my hair just felt, you know, it didn't feel quite as soft as I expected or maybe hoped that it would. The other thing I'm not crazy about with the Rev Air is its current limitations around product. And so when you see the wand and you hold it, it makes a lot of sense. Like you would not want a bunch of like gel and stuff. Like you don't want like a bunch of product because that would get really gunky. It would probably also just be unsafe, I'm sure, to have that kind of like moisture and all of those things there. So it makes 100% sense. I am going to be here to tell you, listen to the instructions. You do not need anything else in your hair. Because I see how well it stretches and dries, I do really wish that the Rev Air would be able to accommodate at least like a nice little curl cream or twisting butter, because I think that it would be absolutely amazing to be able to do like a braid out or a twist out to put a little product in and then be able to dry it and have, you know, an immediate braid out and twist out. And then last but not least, thankfully, because I am, you know, it took me so long to buy this product, I have the new version of the Rev Air, so it actually is a really good size, I think. It's something that you could easily sit like on the corner of a dresser or a bureau, or that you could put into a small little like tote bag or something. The hose is really the only thing that I find to be a little bit kind of like in the way, so to speak. Everything was so perfectly compacted into the box. I'm actually kind of a little bit of a fan of the box. I kind of wish that they incorporated some type of handle, because I would be willing to like actually just keep it in there, because I think it's really easy to just like close it up, and it would be easy to carry. It would be easy to take with you if you wanted to travel. I do wish that there were additional Rev Air branded ways to store or carry the Rev Air. Listen, I will find a place for this product. You hear me? We're gonna find a place for Rev Air. Those things are not enough for me to like return it or not use it or tell you don't buy it, just because the benefits largely outweigh some of the limitations that the product has. And make sure that you hit that follow button, because in a few months when we get to fall, I will press my hair out, and it'll be really interesting to see how the Rev Air works as a foundation of, you know, drying and stretching my hair in preparation for that process. So just one last look at these twists, y'all. They are popping, they are popping, they are popping. Also, if you would like me to do, if anyone wants to see a mini twist tutorial on YouTube, I've done a couple of them again on my TikTok, but I don't think I've done an official one on YouTube. So let me know if you're interested. Yeah, and as always, it's just been wonderful to be here with you all, and I will see you in the next video.